worse than it already was. That's for sure. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are out here in the FFR shop again today, doing something that I haven't done in a while, and that's working on our legend car. Some of you may know, some of you may not. About 8 months ago, I had a really nasty scare in this car. Flipped it out here on my street, went 20 foot in the air, flipped, rolled over a few times, no seatbelt, no helmet, no safety gear, and went to the emergency room, had some really bad bruises and scratches and a bad gash on my head where I had some stitches. And so it has been sitting ever since then. If you guys don't know the backstory on this, I've had this car since I was about 20 years old, been racing it competitively, won many of races in it. And about 4 or 5 years ago, I bought it back and went through the journey and process of redoing it, rebuilding it. And unfortunately, because of my hand surgery and my foot surgery, wasn't able to actually race this car. Had my dad and my friend Bobby Rowland drive it, but very unfortunate. I took it out on a test drive, kind of showboating in front of one of my friends, and the left rear trailing arm broke. The bolt broke, causing the rear end to go sideways and shot me over into the ditch, ending this car's career. I made a video, worst wreck of my life. You guys be sure to go check that out. I'll link that video in the description of this video below, but it took some major damage and this car has just been sitting ever since. And so what my game plan to do today is I've gotten it somewhat makeshift, put back together so that I can roll this car out and get more room for our new builds that are coming into the shop. So I'm going to show you guys around what I've replaced and what I've done currently, and then we'll try to focus on getting the body off and getting it to where we can roll it out that shop door and get it stored permanently. So if you watch the video, you know that this whole entire right front broke off. I have makeshift put it back together. I had to go buy a new lower control arm. I went and bought some new Heims for the steering rack and for this. This whole front end of this Legend is bananaed and bowed and all that. So I've been in contact with a buddy of mine, Travis, and we're gonna possibly reclip this. But for now, I just needed to get it back on all fours. And that's what I've done. I just made a real quick makeshift bracket. I mean, you can see it's just a piece of aluminum just so that I could steer this thing. And as of right now, the car does roll, but the rear end is all janky and it is cocked real bad this way. And so the game plan is gonna be to try to get this body off where I can show you guys ultimately what broke. You can kind of see the Heims down there. But I think if I can get that bolt off and get this rear end cocked back over towards the left and put a bolt there, we can get this thing out. So what I'm gonna do is I'll come back here in a minute. I'm gonna see if I can get this body off. Side done, so we're going to try to pull it up. Yep, so that side's off. I just got to get to this other side. See what's holding us here. There we go. All right, this thing should come off now. Not going to hurt it any worse than it already was. That's for sure. That's one way to do it. Not the right way, but one way. Okay, so now that I got this off. You can obviously see that it's split. We can assess the damage here. This is already a seam, so pot rivets just came all out there. The glass actually, or the Lexan didn't break, and it kept it together, and the front is together. But when we go back here, this busted down here. This obviously broke, and this broke. But guess what? Dad is a master fiberglasser, so I know for a fact that we can fix this no problem and reuse that. Let's look at this. This is actually my first time seeing this since the rollover, and we can see everything now, and let's see if we can see how bent it is. So I was under the impression that this whole entire frame in the back was bent. After looking at it, this actually doesn't look that bad in the rear end except just this horn. So all this stuff looks fine. I don't see anything that's like very out of the ordinary. Everything looks straight on the back as far as the inside goes. Maybe I just got lucky and it bent just there and there, which I can cut all that off and re-weld it. Now, we can see the main culprit here. Right here is what almost killed me. That right there broke. You can tell that used to have a head on it to where this was screwed in. Well, when that broke, this rear end shifted major. And when it did, you can see it took me off that way into the ditch. So I'm very grateful that the Lord spared my life on that. But that one bolt, if you guys are legend racers, change this bolt out, because that's the one that snapped on me. And I wish I could like see it up in there or something, but I doubt that I'll be able to find it. But now we can get in here and see a better look. There it is right there. That snap. So let me see if I can get some stuff to take this out, and if I can, I'm gonna jack the back up and see if I can put another bolt in here. And if that's the case, we'll be able to roll this thing on out. I was able to get this out, which was right here. Told you guys that bolt is what broke, but look at this. Here's the cool part, is I did find the other side right up under here. So somehow that made it through the flip. But you can see that's where it broke. Just got brittle and broke. And when it did, this piece came out and that went sailing. So I was able to put this bolt in just temporarily. So now that rear end is straight and we're good to go. I took these side pieces off so that they weren't in the way and stuck them down in there on both sides. I'm gonna take this back bumper off so that it's not getting nobody in the shin. And we should be good to put this place in its put this car in its final storage place for a while. Now I want to say this before any of you other people on here say this. Is legend racing worth it? 100%. This car right here is what skyrocketed my career, and my racing talent was learned right here in this car. Everything about this class just excelled me as a driver, in my opinion. Others may not feel that way, but in my prime, this car right here taught me so much about racing and what to feel, and when you're on the track, what moves each corner of the car made. It just helped me tremendously. So I'm not gonna say that legend cars are not worth it. They're 100% worth it. Are they worth it for me right now to race? Absolutely not. This class right here is not something that is going to excel me forward in my racing career. It's a fun class. We absolutely would love to race these cars again, but I think it would be more fun on the dirt. And we only have one track around here that's running on asphalt, which is Sunny South, which we're going back to with Uriah. And so I don't hate on the class. Just for me personally, I'm done with the legend car for a while. Now, with that said, this is not the end of this car on this channel. I am going to rebuild this car, just not right now. I'm going to focus. The reason, which is the main reason why I'm making this video, is I am going to focus on getting this bay in my shop back opened up so that I can make a nice table and finish my rack for Uriah's go-kart. That's my priority. Pure stock, the Stinger car, the Crown Vic, and the go-kart. And so that's why I'm making this. So for right now, I'm going to build some sawhorses, and this thing's going out back behind the shop. You guys saw in the last video that we had a really cool sponsor, some lawnmower stuff, or weed eater and chainsaw equipment. I have been clearing where I'm about to show you guys because I'm about to do a shop extension on this thing. And so really excited about the improvements that I'm about to make on our race shop. In order to grow, you have to grow yourself. And so that's what I'm doing, is I've got to get a bigger shop here. So I'm gonna get this body brought out back. I'm gonna get some sawhorses built, and then we're gonna get this legend car in its resting place for a little bit. And then we're gonna wrap this thing up. I'm just excited to see that it's back on all four wheels again and that it can roll and move around. So that's got me excited at least. Hurts more than you guys know. I'm not sure what y'all are feeling through the video, but man, if you have followed the journey of this car for any length of time, you know how hard this is for me. But normally I'm bringing cars into the shop to repair them, so it's hard for me to bring one out of the shop and put it out to the pasture, I guess you could say. But me and Christy are gonna get the body put back on it. It's sitting right there, so I am gonna go ahead and set it back on there just to kind of help with some rain. And then I've got some nice tarps that I'm gonna go and throw over it. The reason why I lifted it up out of the air a little bit is because in case it does flood out here, I don't want to have to come out here and move this thing up and down. But that tractor is able to lift this thing up, no problem. You guys just saw that. So if worst case scenario, I need to move it real quick, I can. All the wheels are still on it, and so that was really nice to be able to have that able to move. So if I need to get this thing back off of this stand to get it back inside to repair it, I can. But goodbye, legend. Overall, it has been a really fun journey with that car. You guys drop your comments down below and let me know what you think. Is that something you guys want to see me rebuild on this channel? Or is it something that we would just leave for a while? It's a keepsake for me, so I'm gonna keep it in my family. And no matter what, it's gonna be rebuilt. I just don't know if it's something that you guys wanna watch. But y'all drop your comments down below. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the legend stuff. Travis Blevins up in Travis B up in Washington State. You guys know that we sold Wyatt's old legend car to him. He's got a few GoPros. You guys let me know in the comments if y'all are interested in seeing some legend footage on this channel. He's gonna be running 3 legends this year, and he has offered to record some footage for us if you guys are interested in that, for some legend footage up in Washington State. So y'all also let me know. if you're wanting to see some of that too. Like, comment, subscribe, let us know what you think. Share this video and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Y'all don't forget about our merch and our stickers. Also, we always do the Facebook post on our contests and stuff like that, so y'all don't forget to check out our post on Facebook. And other than that, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Uriah's video is coming out soon, so that's really cool. We're still waiting on it, but we have a bunch of parts. But now we have room in the shops that we can really get in here and clean and have plenty of room to get his go-kart going. So thank you all again for watching. Be blessed. We'll see you in the next one.